Hiya, welcome back to Between Horizons. I'm going to do a quick recap of what this game is and what was happened so far. But if if you've already seen all of the other parts, then you can skip ahead if you're watching this later. But if you're watching it live, you don't get that option. So, this is Between Horizons, obviously. You can't see the title. Let me fix that for you. And basically, we are the chief of security on a spaceship that has an 133-year mission to find a new planet that the humans can inhabit because they have destroyed Earth. Pretty simple. However, I will now load in because I want to tell you, in the last wee while, a dissident faction of people have emerged who don't like the mission, quote unquote, capital M, which is basically the directive, what everybody follows. And there's a group that have kind of come out of the woodwork who don't like the fact that they have to follow this. They want to do their own thing, and they have redirected the spaceship to a different star. We are in the process of trying to figure out who they are, kind of what they want, though we kind of know what they want, and how to stop them. So we've been solving multiple cases of varying degrees of severity throughout the game. So these are all the cases that we've done. And then our current case is we are trying to find out where the secret server is that they've been using to send messages. So they sent messages to everybody on the ship. But it didn't originate from any of the known servers. So they have a secret server plugged in somewhere. And our job is basically to find out where it is. So that's the recap. I have got my coffee, I have got my water, I have got a snack, and I hope everybody has got their thinking caps on. I think I have, actually I can check, hold on. Oh, I don't have a button to check. There is a command, I can check how many hint coins I have. No? Yeah, there we go. So I currently have 1 hint coin that I can use. And if you are new here or watching later, the hint coins are basically bought by chat to help me look things up. So if I have a hint coin, I can spend it to look up a tutorial or get a hint from chat or whatever, depending on what we're playing. So we're gonna look around, and hopefully I don't need to use it, but I'm gonna read it again fresh because it's been a few days since I last streamed. So I'm hoping that if I read it all again, something will jump out at me that I missed last time. I just had chili, nachos, beef box, and some chili and garlic sausage from the butcher's, so I'm good for food. And I got some eggs. Good. I'm glad. And make sure to stay hydrated as well. Especially if you're coughing a lot, get yourself a nice warm drink. It seems like the insurgent group have installed... Oh, I should have stayed on the other side because you can't read all of the text. Seems like an insurgent group has installed a communication server somewhere on the ship. The dissidents seem to have sent an anonymous message to all PDAs on the ship. This isn't supposed to be possible and suggests there's a secret server hidden somewhere on the ship. I have to find it fast. There's a network cable in the hallway outside the network access point. Oh, okay, yeah, so I was told that I could plug into the network cables because they came loose when the ship... It didn't crash, but it stopped suddenly, and that caused a lot of problems. And I can plug in, and it'll tell me... Well, it says here, some network cables came loose in the ship's hallway during the power outage. I can hook up my PDA to them and get a readout of the ping to a secret server. I might be able to triangulate its exact location that way. It will give 1 of 3 readouts per cable. Also, the wording of this is a bit wrong, so that was very confusing, but we got through it. 0 to 33 will read low, which means server is close. 33 to 66 will read medium. 67 to 100 will read high, which means the server is somewhere on the opposite side of the ring. So we've done a few scans already, right? And now I'm going to move back to the other side of the screen because that's easier to look at evidence from over here. So that's a medium ping. That's a medium ping. That's a high ping, which means it's the opposite side of the ship from the bio area. And this is a low ping, which is the public area outside the Earth entrance. Earth Museum entrance. So, we have a look at the map, this is the Earth Museum. This is where it's close to, right? Okay. And then it said it was opposite biological area, which appears to be the opposite side of the ring. Because if you hadn't guessed, it's a ring spaceship, which means it just goes round and round and round and round and round. So I can double back. I can just keep going in the same direction, end up back where I started. So it's near the Earth Museum. But what I don't get is how I'm supposed to be able to tell that it's... if it's this one, or this one, or this one, because I only get one cable to connect to. To be fair, it's probably in the gym, because I've gone to the other two of these rooms. But I don't know how I'm supposed to be able to tell. Because these guys, picking out locations, 33 milliseconds, anti-spinward. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information. I think maybe it means that maybe I'm supposed to, like, draw it out or something? Like, physically draw? Because I've already had 2 pages of physical notes for this game. Okay. I draw a circle. And we put the Earth Museum. Problem is, I can't view this as a circle. Like, this is kind of almost circle-y, but it's not very helpful. Okay, we draw the Earth Museum. There. And then if we say that the hospital is the opposite side of the ring... I don't even know where I'm going with this, to be perfectly honest. But I'm gonna try, because I can't think of anything else to do with it. If I really can't get this, I do have a hint coin, so I could look up something. I'm not sure how to look it up without just looking it up, but I'm hoping that I can look it up and it'll give me some kind of hint. So what's kind of halfway between that? Maybe the residential area? Yeah, I think the bar is kind of halfway between the two. Yeah, so let's say that the bar is that point on the map. And then what's opposite? What's the other side? Not... Oh, that's actually not even like that. Maybe the command area, so maybe my office. I'm wanting to see if the anti-spin. Basically, I'm doing this to see what the anti-spin word means. Hello, Fluff Feather. Hi. Welcome in. I am so confused. So I'm trying to figure out a way of doing this that'll help me figure it out. Okay, hold on. So this is the command area ping. I've literally drawn a circle. You might not be able to see it. Literally drawn a circle. So command area pin. Spinward. Do we think spinward is clockwise? Or maybe that's something else we have to figure out. So anti-spinward is the captain's bunk in the command area. But the command... Wait, that is the command area. What? Yeah, so it looks like it's going clockwise. Okay. Because it... Wait. Anti-spinward. Okay. The game is really fun, Fluff Feather. It's kind of Ace Attorney-y, and there's some puzzles and stuff, so you've got to take your different clues and combine them and figure out things, and then talk to people about the right clues. But I basically had this case at the beginning of last stream, and I did every other case that I had so that I didn't have to do this one, and now I'm stuck with just this one. And I have no idea how I'm supposed to figure it out, so I think I'm gonna try for like 5 more minutes, and if I can't figure it out, I'm just gonna look it up, because if it was me playing on my own, I would stick it out and try and figure it out. But because I'm trying to be entertaining, if I'm stuck for an entire stream, that's just boring. So we're allowed to look it up if I have a hint coin, which I do. And if anybody wants to buy me a replacement hint coin, that is also super, super Scooby-Doo of you. I don't know why I said that. That's not a phrase. So if we have a circle, which I do, and we say that anti-spinward is like anti-clockwise, then that makes sense. But also the residential area is the opposite side of the ring from the command area. Yeah, exactly. I also think that if I leave the annoying one, that maybe if I come back to it and I reread it, I'll be like, oh, because sometimes you can be too into the details of something that you don't look back and go, oh, that makes sense. But in this one, I have done that and it still didn't help. If I only have one thing I gotta do, I don't do anything. That's, yeah, also fair. I will say, in real life, the fact that I start my stream at 1, though usually I'm slightly late because it's me, has made me actually get things done, because I'm like, I only have, like, 4 hours. No. Yeah, 4 hours after I wake up to get things done. So if I have chores to do, I gotta do them now. Like, I can't procrastinate. I still try, but then I feel guilty later that I haven't done them. So it's actually getting me to do my chores, like, do things around the house. Because I have the whole day, I'm like, I'll do it later, and then I get too tired and I don't do it. So, anyway, now I'm procrastinating by talking. What I don't understand is this pinging other locations. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up. I have no idea what's going on. So I'm gonna use the hint coin once I've found what I need to do. What's the case called? Called the server. This is why I'm quite glad I didn't play this the day that it came out. Because there would be no guides. Probably think I have time after stream. See, I have thought that before as well, but I am very acutely aware that I am far too tired. And I need food immediately, so if I have to do anything between stream and having food, I won't get it done. And then by the time I have food, I'm like, it's time to relax. I'll sometimes like clean the kitchen, like just put the dishwasher on, etc. after I've had food, but I won't want to do like a big task like starting laundry or like hoovering the flat or whatever, which is most of the stuff I've been doing. Or tidying my desk or anything like that, because I'm like, no, I'm pooped. Plus, that's when Joe gets home, and so I don't get to spend any time with him if I do my chores after stream. So, but I still have to do things because I don't get everything done. Oh, don't make me have to do. Oh, don't make me watch a YouTube video. I haven't tried. I mean, they're very useful. Don't get me wrong, but it's really annoying to watch a YouTube video when you're streaming. Has nobody made a walkthrough? Ah, okay. No, it's still a video. It's just not on YouTube. Okay, fine. Fine. I will watch the video. Right, so, hello. We're back. I just watched a video of somebody doing this part of the game. And I assumed that there was talking in it because they were just, like, moving their cursor around a lot to start with. So I thought they were like, hey guys, welcome to my VOD, blah, 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 blah. But no, it turns out that, they just were, like, circling things on the map, and it didn't make any sense. I now know where the server is, which sucks that I couldn't figure it out on my own, but, like I said before, I had to do a toss-up between being entertaining and figuring everything out on my own. So I'm gonna blame it on the fact that the wording's weird and I couldn't figure it out. That's why I couldn't do it. I think something to do with this is important, because they kept circling the inner hull A on the map. Like this. But I am going to, sorry, I didn't figure it out myself, but it's supposed to be the maintenance room. Shall we see if we can figure out why? So the maintenance room is here, I think. It's one of these, it's around here, and I can't, yeah, it's in this area, which makes sense because it's really close to the Earth Museum. But I don't know how I'm supposed to figure it out as that and not, like, the gym or whatever. So, anyway. I don't think there's a particular way I'm supposed to do it. I'm just gonna submit it, and sorry that I didn't work it out myself. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. I think I'm more annoyed than you guys, to be honest. You guys probably don't even care. I just hope to God that I'm right. Because I just followed that guy's video, and he could have got it wrong. But you don't always find out immediately. Did you find it? Let me have a look at the file. The maintenance room. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Get over there now. I'm setting back up. I also got a message from someone else. Hey, Stella. Enforcer photo. The door's shut tight, meaning it's not opening for anyone. Overrides don't work either. Gotta break it open. That makes me feel like we got it right. Great. How long's that gonna take? An hour at least. Maybe a few. Time is running out. Do whatever it takes to speed up the process. Alert the sergeants immediately once it's open, okay? Understood, Chief. I suppose that means we found the right room at least. Right. God, I do hope it wasn't, a different maintenance room. No, that's the only maintenance room there is. Orland. I meant to say this earlier, but I couldn't get it out. It wasn't entirely fair of me to project all grievances onto you. I apologize for being so abrasive. You're alright, buddy. Did I figure out his case? I must have done, right? Oh yeah, it was my dad. I forgot about that. I blocked that from my memory. Then from the captain, good work on your progress, Chief. Come see my office. We need to discuss the next steps. Okay. Thank God that's that case done. It's time to go up to the office of the captain's office. You feel a bit not cheated because I did it to myself, but it just feels a bit meh that I didn't get it. Hold on, I forgot to actually use the hint coin button. There we go. Current hint coin count is 0. Okay. Oh no, I'm going this way. Couldn't remember where I was going there for a minute. So I do have a couple of other games already like set up with captures and everything, which we might play if I get stuck again, or if I finish this one, which I could do. I don't think there's much left of this story. Oh, what's happening here? With With all due respect, Captain, being a leader doesn't mean you get to decide everything by yourself. Oh no. You make it sound like I'm being selfish. This couldn't be further from the truth. My feelings and opinions matter just as much in this context as yours do. They don't. Wait, what? Don't matter? It's just... I don't know what she's meaning there. As a servant of the mission, all my decisions aim to maximize its chances of success. Seem to have forgotten that the same goes for you and everyone on this ship. Captain, the mission... Somebody felt strongly enough to sabotage it, and the crew was completely blindsided. I think it's time for everyone to come together and have an open conversation about what people want. You think openly addressing grievances will jeopardize the mission further, but I think it's the only way to salvage it. I saw where we're going. The people deserve to know. I wonder if, by this point, I would be part of the faction, the dissident people, if I'd picked different options. Have you ever told anyone else about the message? Is she gonna kill him? Not the full truth, not about Iris. Don't mention that... What did you say then? And to whom? Some of my colleagues know the truth about Otis. Huh? Huh? Who? I don't know if I want to trust you with that knowledge. Out with it. You were all about sharing information just a minute ago. Eric and Asher. And my daughter. Who's this guy again? No, I think he's one of the navigators. I don't think I know who his daughter is. You made a promise, Navigator Joseph. You made me promise. There's a difference. Sorry to intrude! Hi, guys! May I ask what's going on here? Chief, what did you... Navigator Joseph has some concerns that we cannot address in our current situation. He's threatening to escalate them in a way that could quickly become a security concern. Telling people the truth is not a, please place him under house arrest. Only until we have some answers and solution for the current crisis. Security concerns are my responsibility. I need to assess the situation myself to see if it warrants house arrest. Tell me what you were talking about, Chief. Place him under house arrest, then I'll tell you. Oh, it's decision time! I think this is important. I think this is an important decision. I'm gonna say no. Because I think Stella wouldn't blindly follow orders to this extent. Plus, I could, like, punch him in the face if he tries to run out the door. Okay, I'm gonna say no. I've decided. I don't even need to sit and chat with you guys about it. I know what I'm doing. No. Chief. That's right, I'm the chief. Based on what I know, house arrest would be excessive in this case. Point me to the part of the codex he violated. You're free to go. Oh! I'm not even gonna make him stay and explain things to me. I'm gonna let him go. You're free to go, Navigator Joseph. Thank you, Chief. I will be at my place of work. Captain, please, think about what I said. Do you have any idea what you just did? How could I? You're not telling me what it's really about. And you just proved to me beyond a shadow of a doubt that you cannot be trusted. No! Damn it! With that information. Why did you call me here in the first place? You already believed to have found the location of the secret server. Good. The matter of the painkillers you found in the navigation room seems resolved for now. And about Navigator Orland's old case, we'll have to talk about the results of that one sometime in the future. I wonder if this would have been different depending on the order that I did the cases. Like if I'd only done the secret server one but not the other two first. If they would have been like... Do you think that's her? I've just realized, maybe, is that supposed to be like her when she was younger? Sorry. As for your previous cases and their outcomes, Enforcer Bodo has been wearing down Engineer Lewis in the brig, but so far it seems he really doesn't know much. We'll probably send him back to his bunk boon and place him under house arrest for now. Still no trace of Engineer Geraldo since the incident. He seems to know we're on to him. Okay, so that was all a recap for all of the different things that I solved. Let's have a look. Leave a strange message. Oh, hold on, I haven't read it yet. Stella, I found something you need to see. Come to the laboratory in the bio area as soon as you can. I'm waiting for you here. Captain seems to know something about Otis, the star that the Zephyr has changed course to. Do I go and speak to... I'm going to go speak to the Navigator first, since I'm nearby. See if I can speak to Navigator Joseph, if he'll tell me anything. Dum-a-da-dum. Wait. Yeah, no, this is the way. This is the way. I can't just speak to him. Damn. Okay, he's got nothing for me. That's annoying. Alright, we need to go to the laboratory. Is that where he said? In the bio area. Ha! Haven't been there yet. Up we go. Hello? Oh god. Maybe it wasn't actually Paul. I've been lured into a trap! Hello? Paul? Paul? Are you here? No, but there's someone there. Oh no. I got your message. Why are we meeting here? They're gonna kill me. What the? Michio. What's up, Chief? What are you doing? I need to stay here for a while. I'll be back soon. Gotta take care of something. Take care of what? I've said too much. I may be a little drunk. This is the guy who was standing on the bar and like doing a massive speech to everybody. And he wasn't wrong. I think we agreed with him. But I don't like where this is going. Michio, let me out of here. This isn't funny. Damn right this isn't funny. It's dead serious, Chief. What are you talking about? You want to chat? Speak your mind. I'm your captive audience. Audience, this is supposed to be a dialogue, Chief. But you're not familiar with the concept, I get it. You're no better than your father, you know that? I feel silly for having a moment of hope when you took over. Frankly, I'm not sure what I was hoping for. Gio, did you kill my dad? What? No, I don't know what the fuck happened to your dad. Thought maybe the captain wanted to get rid of him or something. But that's beside the point. What is the point? The point? The point is I want no goddamn kid next year. I don't want to work at the goddamn museum. I never wanted to be on this goddamn ship or its goddamn mission. How'd you do it, Stella? Don't you have a will of your own, a brain, a heart? Oh, is she crying? You think about that while I run some errands. The clock's ticking. See you real soon, Chief. Fuck. I have to warn Paul. PDA's not connecting? Maybe this weird chamber is blocking the signal. Or it could be that the servers locked me out. No use, I have to try something else.
For the first few seconds after Michio left, I panicked and I thought I might run out of air. Once I managed to calm myself down, I felt anger well up. Anger at Michio and at myself for falling into his trap.
I mean, I knew it was a trap.
Whatever he was up to, I knew I needed to get out and stop him. The doors of the decontamination chamber were made of a thick glass and didn't have any handles. A control terminal on the side wall had been ripped out. I drew my gun and aimed it at the glass. Michio had to have considered that I was carrying it. For a second, I wondered if there was some gas in the room that would blow me to pieces once I pulled the trigger. I brushed the thought off and closed my eyes. The shot painfully rang in my ears. There was a small bullet hole in the door. I pulled the trigger a second time, a third time, but not a single crack started forming. I paused. I had 6 more bullets, but it started to look futile. Then I spotted it, a glowing control panel across the room. What if I tried to disable? Would the doors open, or would I trap myself for good? I took aim and held my breath.
Oh my god, it worked! That went better than I thought. I have to find the guy and stop whatever he's up to. Oh, Chief. Oh, this is awkward. Hands up. Now. Michio, I'm placing you under arrest. I understand. Just give me a second to weigh my options. You don't have any. Maybe I do, the first time in my life. Whatever you're thinking, don't... I mean, I agree with that face. Has she ever killed anyone before? Michio? Michio, what the fuck? Fantastic reaction to killing someone. Michio, what the fuck? Dude.
For a while after I woke up, I didn't move a muscle. I tried not to make
Gigi's
myself
there.
aware of my body, to exist as little as possible. I stared at the ceiling, Michio's dead eyes staring back at me. The urgency of the situation around me had completely faded away. I finally noticed that Paul had entered my bunk and was trying to talk to me.
Stell. Did you hear what I said? Yes. It wasn't your fault. It was. How could I be so stupid? I knew about the server. Why would you want to meet me at the lab? And you never call me Stella. Yeah, dummy. Please give me a minute, okay? Tell the captain I'm coming. You sure? Yes. Okay, we can talk later. Thank you for coming. Let's get right to it. Navigators say we have approximately 4 hours left until we can no longer course correct. They continue trying to get back into the system, but they have remained unsuccessful so far. There's a good chance one of them is the hacker still actively sabotaging their efforts. 4 hours are a very short time frame for finding the culprit, persuading them to let us back in, and initiating the maneuver. But there is some good news. Enforcer Bodo has just informed me we were able to break open the maintenance room and locate the secret server. We decided to leave it turned on and connected for now, so we can extract data identifying the insurgents. The only reason we haven't done this yet is the 4-digit pin protecting the server. Our enforcers in the break have been questioning the suspects we captured about it. Unfortunately, we weren't able to extract any information from Historia Michio before his passing. Assistant Caretaker Ocean has apparently divulged information that could be useful. And finally, as soon as we learned of Michio's involvement with the group, enforcers raided his bunk. They found Engineer Geralder hiding out there and brought him to the brig for questioning. Seems like they were able to extract some partial information on the pin out of him. I'm forwarding everything we have to your PDA. On a different note, a crowd has been gathering in the residential area. The nature of the gathering is not entirely clear, but it seems spontaneous rather than centrally organised. People want answers and are exchanging information amongst themselves, I understand it. But if tensions boil over, the situation may quickly turn volatile. We have posted enforcers on the scene to keep an eye on the crowd. In addition, we have temporarily locked access to and from the public and residential areas. Our forces are already stretched thin. Too many things are happening that we need to keep tabs on. Stay vigilant, as we're our most vulnerable right now. Address the crowd. With all due respect, Captain, this sounds like it could be resolved if you address the crowd personally. Tell them what? We're not out of the woods yet. I will talk to the population as soon as we have all the answers we're looking for, which leads me to my final point. I need you to bring me the person who hacked the navigation. If you can't find them now, it'll be too late. And Chief, it may sound harsh, but Historia Michio brought this upon himself. We will hold his funeral when this is all over. Now is not the time for grief or reflection. Understood. Dismissed. Who killed my dad? I want to know who killed my dad. Oh! This is your final case. Submitting it sets in motion an unstoppable series of events that will decide the Zephyr's future. Before crossing this point of no return, tie up any loose ends that may still exist. Ooh. Okay. I've tapped out the game. Hold on. There we go. I want to talk to Paul! Let's see what we're working with here. Fuel is running out due to ongoing maneuver. We have very little time before the course can no longer be changed back. I need to see if I'm able to figure out the culprit based on everything I've learned. Do we not have the... I thought we had the pin. Look, I'm trying to help you. Try harder. Okay, hold on. Let's go back up. Telling you, I have zero technical understanding. How stupid do you think I am? You don't need to have built the damn thing to know the pin. I swear I forgot it. I keep having to come up with mnemotic devices. Mnemonic? Mnemonic, there we go. Devices for the simplest things. Tell me the mnemonic device then. Tell me. I had more, but all I remember is this. The first two numbers have the same sum as the last two. So, hold on. So, A plus B equals C plus D. Right? First two numbers have the same sum as the last two. So adding the first two numbers gets you the same result as adding the last two. What a convoluted way to remember something. I swear it's the truth. My brain is just weird. Look, I'm trying to help you. Try harder. It starts with a 7. Sure about that. First one's a 7 and the last one's a 5. I know amateur revolt does this. Stop bullshitting me. You have to remember the whole thing. Look, we didn't write it down anywhere for safety. And I barely ever touched that device. Okay. This is where my killer Sudoku comes in, and I don't mean that I'm really good at Sudoku. I mean, I play a lot of killer Sudoku, which is the one where it doesn't matter. It's a type of Sudoku. 7 plus something equals something plus 5. Okay, there's a few options. So let's go through the options here. 7 plus 2 equals 4 plus 5. 7 plus 1 equals 3 plus 5. Okay, hold on. I'm going to write down all my options. Does it say anything about they're all different numbers? She say something about it all being different numbers. Okay. So, do you think we can go to the server room and give it a go? My dad told me what you did for him. It was the right thing. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad, because you're mad. She would be so mad at me. I like her. Right, let's go to... Actually, let's go to navigation first before we do any more of this. Okay. I'm doing some writing down here. I'm gonna go through it, don't worry. I just wish I could show you it easier. There is... I kind of want to get... I think I've spoken about this before. I kind of want to get like a tablet so that you guys can... I can write on it and do my notes and you guys can like see them on the screen rather than me having to like hold up a bit of paper. Because sometimes I don't do any notes for a game. Sometimes I do loads and loads. Anyway, I'm gonna go to navigation first before I do the rest of my maths. See if they've got anything to say about where we're going. Do I not have a think about? I was hoping I had like something about the fact that the ship had moved, you know. Changed course, I mean. Okay, so 7 plus 1 is 8, right? Which is 3 plus 5. 7 plus 2 is 4 plus 5. 7 plus 3 is 5 plus 5. 7 plus 4 is 6 plus 5. So anything above... Yeah. So we can't have anything above 7 plus 3 as the first two numbers. So basically our options... If we had... I think we've got... Hold on, 7 plus 0 is 2 plus 5. But we can't have 1 plus 5 because that'd be too little. Right, so... Our options are 7025, 7135, 7245, and 7355. Those are our options as potential codes for this, the pin number for this machine. I don't know if it's only got one try, but that's only 4 options. I think we can manage that. Let's go. Because like they said, the first 2 digits of the second 2 digit, the first 2 and the last 2 have to match in terms of totals. So 7 plus 70 is obviously 7, and then 2 plus 5 is 7. So that's how we're going to do this. Wait, am I going the right way? Yeah, I am. Okay. See, that's a puzzle I can do. If I've done it right. Let's not jinx things. It's very nice of the ones in captivity to actually help us, you know? I wasn't expecting them to give us anything. Hello! And here again? I didn't know you joined the ranks of us engineers. You know, I've always been interested in engineering. And yet you were born the daughter of the chief. Must be tough. It is, honestly. You seem to have such a nice camaraderie going down here. You know what they say, it's lonely at the top. Really? Never heard that before. Wait, I thought this was the... Hey, Chief. Everything alright? Not much is alright lately. What do you mean? I mean, have you heard from the captain? Heard what? Anything, really. We're feeling a little out of the loop down here. Been hard at work trying to get everything back up and running. But we don't really know what happened and why. Truth is, we're still figuring everything out ourselves. As soon as we know everything, the captain will make a statement. But you must know something already. Why don't you share that? I don't know. It's not up to me. I'm just saying, I think the guys down here are getting a little impatient. Which, you know, I agree with. I was all like, you need to tell them, you need to talk to them. Okay, hold on. So, I think I've gone the wrong way. Oh, I came to A, I need to go to B. Wait, can I not fast travel to that? Okay. Why? Oh, is it because the public areas are closed? I can't go there. Wait, how am I supposed to do this if the... Okay, maybe I can just run through. I seem to remember there being a way through down here. Server. Big open area where my dad died. Area B. Is Area B? Oh, cool, they let me through. I didn't even need to stop. Let me in! Okay. This is it then. What? Huh? Have I done something wrong? Started with a 7, and the last one is 5. The first two numbers have the same sum as the last two. Oh wait, it could be... Hold on. I'm an idiot. Why did I mark these as not being possible? So, quickly, I'll go over what I've done here. I was doing 7 plus 0 is the same as, and then carried on going down. And when I hit over 10, my brain went, you couldn't put in a number over 10, but that's the answer. That's not the number. Like, 7 plus 4 is 11, which would be 6 plus 5. That still works. But because it was over 10, my brain went, that won't work. Because I'm an idiot. So 7 plus 4 equals 6 plus 5. 7 plus 5 equals 7 plus 5, obviously. 7 plus 6 equals 8 plus 5. Okay, so we've only got a few more we need to try and do. 7 plus 7 equals 9 plus 5. That's as high as we can go. We can't go any higher than 14. Because if I did 7 plus 8, that would require me to go over 10. Right, I'm an idiot. Okay, so 4 and 6, 5 and 7, 6 and 8. There we go. We only had one left, so thank God that one was right.
I entered the pin and held my breath. After a moment, the lock screen made way to an unfamiliar, rudimentary interface. There it all was, in white letters on a black background. A plot to radically change life on the Zephyr forever. My eyes widened as I read on and realized that something resembling a coup was imminent. The senders were using code names, and I had no idea who any of them were, except for one, the leader of the entire operation.
No.
I am staying in the chief's bunk, she had written. Ava. I was blind with anger. Not because she was sabotaging the mission. I felt a deep sense of personal betrayal. All I could think was that our entire relationship must have been a charade, that she had been trying to get close to me in order to convert me, or spy on me, or get me out of the way easily once the time was right. I didn't report to the captain or my sergeants. This was between me and her.
Going above the chain of command. We're not gonna go tell the captain? Okay, cool. Ava. Stella, I didn't hear you coming. She hasn't tidied up at all. You okay? You look upset. Stop feigning concern. Oh no. I don't like this. No. Fucking stop. Never really gave a shit, did you? What's going on, Stella? You were just trying to get close to me. How long have you been planning this? Oh, fuck. Years? Has it- Oh god. Has it been years? Stella, our personal relationship had nothing to do with- Stop. Teacher Ava, I am placing you under arrest for gross violation of the Codex. You are being charged with systematically undermining key objectives of the mission by stoking unrest in the population. It's not too late to pick a side, Stella. You're the head of the whole executive branch on this ship. The monopoly on violence is all yours. Stop. If you tell people to give up their weapons, they will. You're making it worse for yourself. All I want is to make it better for everyone. No single person should have the power you have. Doesn't it feel like a burden at times? As things stand, no one can free you from it but yourself. Stop. Enough. I'm going to ask you something really important and you have to be honest with me. How do we get Zephyr back on course? What? Course change. How do we undo it? Then you let the navigators back into the system? Okay, I know you won't believe this, but neither I nor any of the people have the slightest idea who hacked the navigation. Excuse me? Bullshit. Exactly. I told you wouldn't believe me. Our whole aim is to democratize the way things work on the ship. We want to hold votes on major decisions like this. Hacker impose their own free will in a way that goes against our core principles. Oh! Okay. Maybe I don't hate them. I mean, I didn't hate them anyway. I thought they were fine. But, like, maybe Stella shouldn't hate them. Because they didn't put people in harm's way. They just want to have a democracy. I hate that you're making sense right now. Is there any way you can help us find the culprit within the next few hours? You seem to have your own network going. Maybe somebody knows something. We've already been trying to work this out ourselves, unsuccessfully. Her hair's really cool. I just want to say that for the record. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'll have you escorted to the captain. She's on the bridge. The enforcers will be permitted to use deadly force if you try something stupid. Do you understand me? Yes. The jig is up. Go to the captain and tell her everything you know. I will join you shortly. I have to find the hacker first. We're running out of time. Stella, are you sure? I am sure. Go. And she trusts her to just go to the captain. I mean, you know, it's not like she could escape the ship, but... My lord. Okay. Ooh, it's a bit laggy in here. What's going on? I thought it was Paul for a second, though he was coming to meet me. I have to find the hacker. But how do I find the hacker? Chi-Chi! Chi-Chi did it! How do I find the hacker? I need to see if I'm able to figure out the culprit based on everything I've learned. I mean, I don't know if any one specific person is more suspicious than anyone else. Go to the security office and see if I can talk to them. You guys have any idea? I certainly don't. Thought I'd try. I don't have a Scooby. Hoping Paul might be in here. Nope, neither of them are in here. Okay. Maybe I just have to go up to the captain? No, I feel like I go to the captain when I've solved the case. If I go up now, I'm probably just gonna get nothing. Or it might end the game. I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, was that a... Oh, it's a Ava's bunk. Where it just was, isn't it? No, it's my bunk. Wait, I thought the train stations were locked. They unlocked again. Yeah, no, they're not. I can't go there. Wait, somebody messaged me ages ago. Oh yeah. No, he's one of the he's dead. Not him. I don't know. Okay. He said something about... Joseph, Eric, and Noelis, as well as Asher, seem to know something important about the destination. Maybe I can go and talk to Asher in his bunk? No, I can't get into the... I can't get into the residential area. I'm just gonna run through here and see if I can get through this way. No, okay, they have really locked it down. Okay. I can't talk to anybody. Who's not, like, at work. Try the navigation room again. I don't know what I can say to them, though. It said they all knew something about where the planet we're going to, but I don't have a thing on my evidence about the planet we're going to. I don't think I've got anything I can show him. I don't want to go and speak to the captain in case that's what you're supposed to do at the end. But I don't know how I'm supposed to figure out who the hacker is. It says that I can figure it... Okay. How it phrases it is... I need to see if I'm able to figure out the culprit based on everything I've learned. Is it the captain? I mean, that would be a twist. I need to find the hacker first. We're running out of time. Can I go back to the secret server? No, because the secret server has nothing to do with the hacker. That's just how the dissident faction... I wish they had a name. It would be so much easier if they had a name that I could keep saying instead of saying dissident faction every time. Rebels. I wonder if nodes C and Ds are still flooded. It's only been like a day, right? Okay, let's just go every room I can get to. I mean, Paul's not going to be down here, is he? I want to speak to Paul. He said I could talk to him later, but I think he's with the captain. Maybe I am supposed to go up there. Maybe this is just me tying up loose ends. Rather than, Oh, hey. Ooh, this actually gives me something. Could I borrow your attention for a moment? Navigator Joseph was at the captain's office earlier. Do you know why? No idea, Chief. They said something about Otis. Iris? Otis is a star we've known for a long time. Nothing secret about it. So, neither of you knew what Joseph wanted from the captain? No. Are you sure? Why don't you ask Joseph? Of course I'm asking him to. Is this all you have to say? Maybe she'll help me because I helped her dad. Stella! Noelia? My dad messaged me about everything that went down in the captain's office. Oh, thank you for not locking him up. He said he was very surprised you let him go. Well, it's my judgment that he didn't pose a direct threat. You did the right thing. I know he doesn't want me to tell you, but I feel that you should know the truth about Otis. Yes! Yes! Being nice has worked! The captain told you about the course change. Yes. Did she tell you where we're going? She said there's another star there. Not just a star, Stella. A planet. She didn't tell you about Otis B, did she? Tell me what? Noella, what are you saying? My dad was working late one night when a message from Earth came in. The captain was with him. Our plotted course was going to get us very close to a star called Otis. Extremely close in interstellar travel terms. Of course, we knew this already. We thought we knew everything about Otis since long before the Zephyr was even built. But the message that night, is it also inhabitable? Changed everything. Tell me what it said. One of the planets in the system has become viable, fit for human life. What? That's impossible. Earth has developed a new terraforming technology. Could we do it? Could we go and live on the planet? Seems that way. So, did the mission change? No, this was supposed to stay a secret, only for the captain's eyes. Why for her eyes? Why would they tell any one of us? If they wanted us to go to Eurus D, it makes no sense to me. Did you see the message? No, only my dad and Talia did. You're saying we could be breathing a natural atmosphere within just a few years? That's what you're saying. Yes. You told anyone else? No. It's been very hard. I've been wrestling with it for months. Our closest approach was going to come up next week, and I've been feeling the pressure mounting every day. I think my dad has felt the same for a while, but we try to avoid the topic. This is a lot. Listen, Stella. I don't know either why Earth informed us about this. I don't know either why. That's a really weird way of saying that. I don't know why Earth informed us about this either. And I don't fully understand why we weren't ordered to change course right there and then. Our mission is to bring humanity to a new planet, so why not this one? Noelia, did you change the ship's course? No. No, I swear I didn't. Were you gonna do anything? I don't know. But you know what I think? I think Talia's son got too close to the truth. Curtis, why do you think so? We were pretty close up until recently. I haven't saw him at work or on my way there. But he started acting paranoid a few weeks ago, and it got worse pretty quickly. Isn't that what Lewis said to me, that I was being paranoid? Sorry. Just writing something down. I asked about it multiple times, but he kept beating around the bush. When he was put in the psych ward, it seemed like Talia tried to avoid addressing it completely. But of course, she had to say something about it eventually, and it was very cryptic, if you remember. She said he was acting overly paranoid. Didn't you just say the same? Yeah, but what if he actually had reason to? What if he was afraid Talia had had him put away and medicated to keep him from talking? Do you think he found out about the truth about Otis? Or maybe Talia told him about it in confidence? Something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I would have asked him already if I was allowed to visit him in the psych ward. I can visit anyone there, as long as it's for a case. That's what I was getting at. I'll talk to him. I should definitely see what he has to say. Otis clearly plays a huge role in all of this, and maybe Curtis knows something crucial about it. Thank you for telling me. Good luck, Stella. I hope you do the right thing.
It's hard to describe what I felt in that moment. It was like the prospect of spending my life on a planet would not fit into my brain. It had taken me so long to come to terms with the fact that I would die on the ship. I didn't want to relitigate the issue just to set myself up for more disappointment. For a good while, I tried not to think about it at all. Talia had clearly kept this from me, and I began to wonder what else she was hiding. Her story still didn't fully make sense. How could we use that new technology? Wouldn't Earth have to send something? Materials? Blueprints? Would they even work with us at all if we failed to complete the mission? Besides, terraforming was a process that could take decades, or even hundreds of years. There were so many questions I could have asked, maybe should have asked, if only I had taken 2 seconds to think about it logically.
I don't like that. Why can I not think about it logically now? Why is it now? Why did she say it like that? Is it already, the decision already made? What I'm doing? Oh no, it's the psych ward, not the brig. A fool I am. Do I actually have Curtis? There he is. No, Sonara. Is Assistant Captain Curtis here? Yeah. Is it possible for me to talk to him? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. What does that mean? The captain seems very concerned about his condition and what he might say to people. And she disallowed all visits to him? She implied it. But she also knows that decisions like this are the discretion of the medical staff. So what does the medical staff say? I'll open the doors for you. Thank you! How very nice of you. Yeah, I can't go in that one. Must be this one then. Hi, Curtis. Assistant Captain Curtis, I need to talk to you about something very important. Do you feel like you're in the right state of mind? Are you asking me if I'm too crazy to be a reliable source? No, I'm asking if you're too medicated. No, I'm barely getting any meds at this point. My mum pushed for stronger medication when I got here, but they stopped giving me that stuff after a few days. In that case, I need to ask you something. I overheard an argument between Navigator Joseph and Talia earlier. Do you have any idea what it could have been about? I know a lot of people have a problem with her style, so not in particular. There's nothing that the Navigator specifically may know about? What are you getting at? Alright, listen. I've received information that you may have been looking into Talia's affairs. Wait, did she put you up to this? No, on the contrary. She seems to be hiding something, and I want to know if what you were able to out. You were trying to dig into Talia's secrets. What was it you were after? Let it go. Just make things more complicated if you knew. Did she have you thrown in here when you confronted her? No, nothing like that. I didn't confront her about anything. So you were trying to get into her computer, her PDA records? And we're on the ship when I get my hands on those. Show Curtis the correct series of clues to answer his questions. He won't talk to you until you show him that you have him dead to rights. Okay. This evidence is classified. I should be careful about who I show it to. So he wants me to show him how he would get hold of his mother's PDA records. I don't know. Ah, the network tool. I don't know what you're trying to say. That's not it. Okay. I don't think any of this is important. Maybe I need to talk to... Maybe I need to talk to the other navigators again? Because I don't think I've got any evidence that I can... Curtis is challenging me to name a place on the ship where he could possibly get access to Talia's PDA records. Oh! The, maintenance room? Oh, I went too far. It's got quite a nice big room, though. No, okay, not the maintenance room. She doesn't keep any backups or records at her office. You should know that. I could just pick every single room in the whole building. I guess, but I'm not cleared to be down there. I would have to break in, and I doubt you have proof of forced entry. I do! The door! That doesn't mean anything. But assuming just for a second that I was down there, what network would I have tried to get into? What precise network was meddled with? We found that out earlier. That was like one of the first things we did, right? PDA network terminal. So it was... Wait, that means it was him who killed my dad. No, I was so ready to be excited to be like, it's all coming full circle! We're solving the crime! And then I remembered what it actually was that happened. Oh, the sad music. Oh. Oh, there is sad music playing. I just can't... There is sad music playing, I just can't hear it because my headphones have disconnected. Hold on, give me a second. Hello? That was really weird. But I'm back. Hello. I don't know what it looked like for you guys, but everything froze. The suspense. Yeah. Sad music. Knowing what this means. Is my refrigerator running? Yes, I have to go catch it. I let go. Okay. I'm not gonna cry. You stole the backups from the PDA network, didn't you? Stella. And I saw you that night, didn't I? It was an accident. I swear I didn't mean for things to go down that way. You killed my dad. Stella, I couldn't have possibly known that you killed my dad. To be fair, he's tried to slide under a closing door. That wasn't really Curtis's fault. Yeah, you can get mad at Curtis for knocking you unconscious, but... Assistant Captain Curtis, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of the Chief of Security. I'm so sorry for what happened. Please listen to me. No. We'll have a proper conversation in the brig. And then you're gonna stay there for a long, long time. So it's videos getting groceries. Brig? What difference will it make to this place? My own mother locked me away already. I'm stuck in this room. I'm stuck in a room on the ship now. And we were always going to be stuck on the ship together. And we were always going to have to work together. Not if I shoot you. And I wouldn't be able to tell you what I found. I know the truth about Otis B. What else could you possibly have to offer me? You know? I know we don't have to be stuck on this ship. How did you get your hands on the message? I didn't. I was told about it. Tell me one good reason not to. Do you know who sent the message? Of course, it came from Earth. Did Talia tell you that? What does it matter? Stella, why would Earth tell us about this? Don't you think they'd anticipate a huge risk of abandoning the mission? Who else would? The message was sent from another ship. Another ship? Are they terraforming? Someone made a joke, like, in the second stream, being like, what if we get overtaken by another ship because the technology's been developed so much that they can go faster than us? Has that actually happened? But we're the only one. The one egg in the second basket. Not anymore. Now we're just the backup egg in the third basket. Are you fucking with me? You're just saying anything now to get out of this. Or maybe Talia keeps lying to you and everyone else. She would protect the mission at any cost. Of course, she doesn't want anyone to know about the Iris. Iris? Joseph mentioned that name to her. Tell me everything you know. If you're lying about this, I will shoot you later. Twice. Deal. Stella, I didn't mean to harm you or William. I saw an opportunity to create a distraction and it went horribly wrong. For what it's worth, I think about the events of that night every day. It's eaten me up. I don't care that you suffered. Do you have any idea how I feel? I know. I understand. What is the Iris? Oh god, Stella. I only know what the message said. They were forbidden from contacting us, but someone on the ship went rogue. They thought we should know. There were known risks when the Zephyr was first conceived, but humanity was desperate. Many of those risks were associated with the length of its mission. A lot can change in 130 years. Especially technology. They considered that maybe a better propulsion method would come along just a decade later that cut the travel time in half! That's what we were saying! Oh, sorry. Or that other nearby planets would become viable for human life while the Zephyr was already en route to Otis. And the latter is exactly what happened. They were already drawing up plans for another generation ship at that point. As soon as the Iris was finished, it set course for Otis B. All of this happened years ago, unbeknownst to anyone here. When we received their communication a few months ago, the Iris was a mere 2 years away from the Otis system. So it's not even technically a generation ship. Their total travel time is about 25 years. Oh my god. Oh my god. So we might even meet other humans? If we change course to Otis, yes, they'd already be there. Curtis, we have changed course, or rather, we still are. What? Why do you think the power went out? The engine was turned on without proper procedure and calls a full reboot. If we don't course correct within the next few hours, we'll be en route to Otis for good. No. Don't pretend like you didn't know about this. I had no idea, I swear. God, we still don't know who the hacker is. I thought you didn't orchestrate the whole thing? Stella, I'm telling the truth. I have no interest in being shot twice. Besides, how would I pull that off? I was barely able to talk to anyone for the past month. You were using the secret server. I have no idea what you're talking about. Without my PDA, I can't connect to any server, secret or otherwise. That's a good point. I have to find the culprit and force them to let us back into the system. Do you have the slightest idea who it could have been? If they're trying to get to Otis B, then I assume they know we could settle there. They don't necessarily know about the Iris, just that there's a new terraforming technology we may be able to use. Whoever got wind of that and is sick of life on the ship, that's your guy. Agreed. I have to go find them before it's too late. Curtis, I forgive you. I forgive you for what you did. I understand it was an accident. Thank you. Stella, do you want us to course correct back to Eurus? Our mission.
My head was spinning.
No, I don't.
For over a month, the mystery surrounding my dad's death had constantly occupied my mind. There was a brief moment of relief, A weight lifted off my shoulders when I found out who was responsible and why he did what he did. The feeling was immediately overshadowed when I realized the scope of the situation. Everything finally fell into place. Of course, Earth had never told us about Otis B. Of course, the Zephyr would never be able to terraform it. The Iris was the final missing piece that the captain had tried to keep from us.
That's why she said...
I couldn't fathom the possibility of meeting other people on Otis B. How many were there? What were they like? I started daydreaming of blue skies on an alien world, an ocean of friendly faces in unfamiliar uniforms. Looking back, I felt isolated on the Zephyr. I harbored hope that meeting people in a new context would be my chance to reinvent myself and my place in society. At the same time, I realized how selfish my thoughts were. It would be pointless to go to Otis B knowing that humans were already settling there, when our whole mission was to bring humanity to a new place.
I mean, I'm kind of on board with going to a new planet, but maybe we need to have a democracy? Okay. Someone who's unhappy. Someone who got wind is sick of life on the ship. Maybe it's Orland. I'm gonna go talk to Orland. If I can. Don't know if I'm gonna have time. I mean, I think I've still got time. I'm gonna go speak to Orland because he was sick of... He wasn't like sick of life on the ship. He was just mad that he'd been given a different job. Michio was sick of life on the ship. I don't think it's Orland. I've talked myself out of it, but I'm gonna go talk to him anyway. Okay. I don't know who I'm clearly supposed to know who it is. Maybe it was... No, it couldn't be Ocean. Hold on. I need to go for a break because I'm getting hungry, but I kind of want to... Oh, thank you for the posture check. But I kind of want to, get to the end because I'm clearly at the end of the game. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, you don't know about Otis B. Don't have anything about the new ship. Do I just go and confront the captain? Do I try and figure out who the hacker is? I've spoken to Curse, so that's not helpful. Maybe Noelia? No, I've already spoken to her and she's told me everything she knows. Maybe it's whoever the guy... Eric? Eric. Maybe it's Eric. It's the guy with Noelia. Also, hi, typical guy. How are you doing? I should have said hello. So glad I just happened to go to the server room earlier. Otherwise, I've never got all this info. Nothing to say about that right now. No one helpful. I'm a little exhausted. Woke up with some gnarly nausea. Oh no! I'm sorry you've got gnarly nausea. Don't know. Not going that way. Who's unhappy with living here? Other than this guy, who's now dead. There's a couple of people who are ill, but they never seemed unhappy. Specifically. Chi-Chi. It's old Chi-Chi. Where's Luis? It could be Luis. No. How would he know? How would he have found out? Be her. She gets to go everywhere. She's a cleaner. I don't know who it could be. Plus, he's in the brig. I don't think I can get to him right now because I think the brig's locked. Maybe I'm just supposed to go... Alright, phone's on silent. Maybe I'm just supposed to go to the captain and be like, I know everything. I know all your secrets. I really don't know what I'm doing. Which is, you know, motto for life. Nope, can't go that way. That's the residential area. Sorry, that's the public area. I don't know who it's supposed to be. And I feel like the way things are being phrased, it's supposed to be super obvious. I feel like maybe I just go up to the captain's office and I'm like, I don't know, but I think we should go this way anyway. Because I guess it doesn't really matter now, right? It doesn't really matter who it was, except that they, you know, broke the law. Let's go see if we can just go hand in our mission. We can't, maybe not 100% the game if we don't get the hacker, but... Let's go see. Here we go! Oh. He's not here. Never mind, that was a bit anticlimactic. I said I'd be... Oh, maybe it's the bridge? Maybe it's not the captain's quarters, maybe it's the bridge? But I thought she said that she would join everyone at the bridge late, the captain's office. Nope, no one's here either. Okay, maybe I do have to find the hacker before people will appear. Well, the question is, do we blindly follow the mission? Or do we do what's, you know, do we give the people an option? That's what I would do. I don't know where we're supposed to go. I don't know if there's anyone else we can talk to figure this out. I'm so confused. He's not still here. No, okay. Anyone have any idea what I'm meant to be doing? I mean, I know what I'm meant to be doing. I'm meant to be finding the hacker, but I don't know how I can do that. Was it you, Chi-Chi? Are you the hacker? Okay, you don't know anything about this stuff. I just want to see if she said if I got any kind of reaction. So I can't even just, like, not tell her who the hacker is. I can only go to half of the ship, because I can't go to the public areas, or the residential areas. Because there's a riot starting. It's not really a riot, but it's a big crowd that they've blocked it off. Even though I'm the chief of security, I feel like I should be able to go in. I always hate the part of the game where it's like, I now have to go through my inventory with all my items and run through each one of them with each character. And I don't even have that many characters I can actually talk to. I'm gonna go back down to the server room and see if I can talk to Noelia about anything else, because she gave me some good info. Maybe if I can talk to her about... She doesn't know anything else. I mean, she might be lying, or she just didn't think it was relevant. One of the two. Yeah, this part's not as fun. Okay, buddy. It's time for me to run through absolutely everything I have. This is so boring, though. Not gonna know anything about the pings. That's not gonna mean anything. Maybe I can talk to the doctor? I don't know how she would know. So, like, I have so much stuff. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna run through everything with everyone, because that's just gonna get ridiculous. Where was I? Yeah, I don't think that I need to talk to the nurse receptionist. Oh, not even there anyway, even if I wanted to. Talk to you about Curtis? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Who is dissatisfied about living on the ship and isn't dead? I mean, it could have been him before he died. He did say he had some errands to do, and that's why he was getting me out of the way. Thank you for my hint coin. I don't want to look it up though. I felt so like dissatisfied in the last case that I did that I had to look something up, and I was like, I feel like I failed because I had to check something, and also because the game's not been out very long. I just found out the answer rather than getting a hint. I think it could be this guy. Basically, the only other option is if one of you looks it up for me and then gives me a nudge, but then that requires you to not be doing something else. So, you know, you don't have to do that. It's fine. I feel like it must be him, right? But how would he know how to navigate? Okay, hold on. What color is the navigator's uniform? Yellow. Could it be him? Sorry, no, he's an engineer. Alright, so they all wear yellow if they work in the... He's cranky, but he's not like... I think it's Lewis, but I have no way of talking to him, because I'm pretty sure he's in the brig. What I would really like is if the game updated where they were, with by their, like, on this page, so I could go and talk to them. Oh, let me look. I think it's him. But again, I have absolutely no... Oh, you know what? Tired of carrying out someone else's plans. I could talk to him. I might be able to figure out if it's him or not. Okay, I've got two people that I think it could be. And out of the two of them, he's the one who's more likely to have had access to the information. What did they say again? Whoever got wind of that and is sick of life on the ship, that's your guy. Feels a bit... I can't accuse him on that alone. Okay, I think we take a break. There's not going to be any way for me to look this up without just finding out the answer. Unless I watch a tutorial and they're like, go here and talk to this person. So, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to put it on the fishing screen. In fact, I'm going to do that. Get that started now. And, so you guys can have something to do. And, yeah. Hold on, I have to wait. It's got, like, a delay of like 10-20 seconds, I think, before it finishes. Is it gonna do it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hello. So, while I was gone, I watched a walkthrough. I didn't finish it, but I watched a walkthrough for this case, and made me feel a bit better. They seem to be just as confused as me, because they go back and forth and walk around the ship and talk to all these random people, and get nothing for it. So that's good to know. And then it just seemed like they just then figured out who it was and went boop. So there was no, like, there doesn't appear to be any major dialogues that I haven't had that would tell me. And when I came back, I noticed in the chat that Goblin Raves has said there seem to be some clues in your general case notes. So, we're gonna hop back into it. Hopefully we're done after this. The game is fun, but I do feel like it's getting a little bit frustrating in terms of figuring things out. But maybe I've just missed some massive things. So, in my general case notes, Navigator only has suspicion that... Oh, that's the latest stuff. Let's go right back to the beginning. Okay, so this is all stuff that I've already solved, and we know who that was. Ready for the sting operation, blah 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 blah. Thankfully Talia and my sergeant's being in shape. She ran away again. Someone has hijacked Zephyr's navigation systems and changed course to a different star. Don't stop the ongoing movement to Urus. The person who hacked the Zephyr's navigation system must have been in the navigation room briefly before the power outage occurred. Talia said they have access rights to the room, which narrowed down the suspects to Noelia. It's not her, I don't think. Orland, Joseph, Eric, and Asher. But we know that Joseph, it wasn't Joseph, because he has an alibi. Asher, we already know about, that he, he was just going back to get his medicine. He saw somebody... Orland reports seeing the hacker escape from the navigation room right after the power outage. He's certain that it's a man. So it's not Noelia, it's not Joseph, and it's not Orland or Asher. That means it has to be Eric. Unless Orland's lying, which is possible. Eric, Noelia, and Asher seem to know something important about the ship's new destination. Do I know where Eric is? Oh yeah, Eric's in the he's in the server room right now. I already tried asking him about stuff and he was like, nothing, don't know anything, sorry, don't know anything. We don't have anything about the hack, do we? As a clue that I can show him. Can I show him the badge? I don't think I've done that. I'm gonna try and go to the server room. It must be Eric then, right? Because we've ruled out everybody else. Oh, thank you, Blinks. It's not Noelia. It's probably not Orland. It's not Joseph. And it's not Asher. Because Asher's already told us why he was there. That means it has to be Eric. Could be Orland, but I highly doubt it. But then, do I... Oh, I'm already here. Does highly doubt cover it if I'm gonna get this guy arrested? Okay. I think it must be him, but at the same time, I have absolutely no proof. Right, let's keep going. So, my hacker is a man, and then after that, we started doing other stuff. But yeah, Eric seems to know about the new situation, and we already know it's not Joseph, and we know it's not Noelia. It has to be Eric, because he's the only one who knows and has access. I didn't think he was particularly unhappy about living on the ship. He just seems to be kind of grumpy. I don't think he's going to have anything to say about anything. But there's no way for me to ask him if he likes living here. Do you like living on the ship? Do you like being here? Did you by chance turn the ship around? Okay, I'm going to say that it's him. And... I don't know. Okay, before I do, I need your help, chat, again. Do you think I should use that hint coin? As in, do you think I should have counted that as a hint coin? Because I didn't get anything from the video that I looked up. And mostly it was just from Goblin Raves saying that nah, we don't think I need to use the hint coin. Because I'm happy if you think I need to use the hint coin for that, I will use one. But I just don't, you know. I want a democracy here. I made myself another coffee. I'm not gonna finish it because I never finish a second coffee in a day. And I will also be bouncing off the walls if I finish it. But it's warm and it's caffeinated, and I think I need that. Could not sleep last night. Really struggled to fall asleep last night. Not like super bad, but I was so tired and then I got into bed and then I was still awake for like an hour. And that's not unusual, but it is when I'm that tired. If you didn't learn anything helpful, then no. Okay. Cool, we're not using the hint coin. That means I still have a hint coin in my back pocket. And thank you again for purchasing it for me. Right, we're gonna submit this case then. We're pretty sure, without much proof, that it's him. He's the only guy who had access, who doesn't have an alibi, and knew about the ship. I just hope to God I haven't got this wrong, because I'm going to ruin this man's whole career. Here we go. This is it. Eric. It makes so much sense. God, I hope it does. I have to go find him fast and bring it to the bridge. He's right in front of you. I have to confront Ava as well. She and the captain must have had an interesting talk already. I went to the captain's quarters. They weren't there.
In the final hour before things came to a head, you could cut the tension in the command area with a knife. The crew knew that there was very little time left to save the mission. The population, meanwhile, knew barely anything at all, which understandably upset them. By now, Talia had ordered a partial lockdown of the ship for fear of intervention. It was an unprecedented move, a drastic decision even by her standards. She barely even seemed to trust the crew around her. It was somewhat understandable, but I couldn't help but feel that she had some responsibility for her predicament. She had increasingly avoided direct communication with the general population for a long time, and now she was afraid they would make their voices heard no matter what. She was probably aware of the bitter irony herself.
So, I think I might not get to, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna get to make a decision about whether I want to follow the mission or go to the new planet. And unless somebody says something that changes my mind in this conversation that's about to happen, I think I'm gonna pick the new planet. Move. Wait, where's my son doing here? I have no idea. Did your son hack it? Dad. Navigator Eric. We have known each other for decades. We stepped foot on this ship together. I never imagined you could betray us all like this. And betray yourself. You accepted the same mission as everybody here after all. What is my son doing here? He is the reason, isn't he? His condition. Once you heard there was a chance of planetary life for him, you took it. But you chose for all of us, not just for him. Some of us care about our children, Captain. Ooh, sick burn! Tread lightly. Take him to the brig, Odo. With pleasure. Wait, what about undoing the hack? I thought we needed him. I thought so too, but Navigator Joseph was able to regain control over the system just a moment ago. We can correct our course as soon as it's done rebooting. No, please. Joseph, you're killing my son. Eric, your son wants to serve the mission as a matter of fact. Does he now? He literally won't be able to. He will die before he even completes his training. He told me he didn't want to sabotage it. Isn't that right, Assistant Navigator Elliot? I don't like this. Even if I was on your side, Talia, now this is just underhanded. Yes, Captain. He's a child. He doesn't fully understand what all this means, and you damn well know it. I merely asked him what he wanted. For the first time in your life, you raging hypocrite. Shut up and move. Dragging the kid into it is bad guy behavior. He shouldn't have been there. They should have been like, we know why you did it, but that was bad, right? If that's their line of thought, not, we know why you did it, but your kid doesn't agree with you. Now. Teacher Ava, do you have any idea the damage you've done to our shared goals? Who's us? I think you still overestimate the social cohesion on this ship. Who else is part of your little club? Oh no, do I not? I really hope I'm getting choices here. This isn't just based on what I've done so far, because all I've done so far is answer the questions I've been asked. Why is the music so loud? Turn this music down a little bit. You could have met them all right now if you hadn't taken my PDA away. What do you mean? What were you planning? What do you want? You saw the letter I sent to Lewis, didn't you? That should have given you an idea of what we want. More democracy? In the long term, yes. But let's start out with something very concrete. We know about Otis B. We demand a vote. Thank you. That's what I was going to say. Let the people decide where they want to go. Everybody cast their vote long ago when they set foot on this ship. Yeah, but they didn't know back then. I was born on this ship. I never voted for anything. Did you, Stella? No, I didn't. I'm on Ava's side here. I'm sure you'd like to have some agency over your own life for once. Ava, not like this. Don't be naive, Stella. There is no other way to effect real change. The Ethics Committee was informed of our concerns time and time again, but of course they fell on deaf ears. Maybe not all of us want their parents' jobs. Maybe not all of us want a child at 35. And maybe not all of us want to die out here. I know I can't force you to do anything, but I'm asking, I'm begging. Please stop forcing us to. Let the people decide. You are alone or in control of the situation here, Stella. I don't think I am. There's kind of the captain, you know? The executive branch is all yours, for better or worse. Make the right choice. Tell your people to stand down. Chief, listen to me. The mission is so much bigger than all of us here. Billions of people already cast their vote. They entrusted us with this responsibility, this incredible privilege to serve humanity. It's not up to you or me, or even all of us put together, to abandon it. We're not abandoning anything. We're putting the mission's target planet up to a vote. It's simply not up to us. The Codex states clearly that betraying the mission, or not, is not a choice anyone is authorized to make. I am able to strip you of your powers immediately if you directly jeopardize mission success. You hear this, Stella? What good is your post if it can be stripped away at will by a single person? I need to think. Start the vote. I know you want to. I know you haven't been happy in a long time. This is your first step towards... Is this why you've been trying to get close to me? Oh no! Oh, I thought we'd gone over this already. And Lewis too. Just to manipulate me when the time is right? You've been manipulated your whole life, but not by me or Lewis. I swear I genuinely like you, Stella. You're still trying to manipulate you, Chief. You cannot let your emotions get the better of you. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, chat? Talia's also trying to manipulate us. I think Talia's trying to manipulate you more than Ava. Because Ava's whole thing is about giving you a choice. Yeah, I want to vote too. I think we hold a vote. Because she's like... So the mission... So... I figured out, or rather I looked it up. The ship has been on its voyage for 33 years at this point. We are not 33 years old. No, we are I think we must be 34. Because it seems to be like the generations are all the same age. You know, they don't like stagger them. So maybe they're not. I don't know. I don't fully know. But someone was talking about how they didn't want a kid next year. So I think we must be 34. Because if we were 35, we'd have a kid by now. And if we were 33, we would have had to be born on the ship, which we weren't. So it's an interesting question though, like if we ever go to the stars, it's going to be a multi-generational thing. So yeah, you're signing up people to something they may not have a choice in. Exactly, which is kind of, I think, I like the idea because Ava's like, I'm not saying the mission is bad. I just think we should go to a different planet. If we get to pick which planet we go to, because there's one that's closer, which means we have more of a chance. Does every generation get to pick? Yeah. Or maybe like every set amount of years rather than specifically every generation. Because then the lines get blurry if you say generation. Yeah, so the new planet, the one that the hacker has directed us to, is closer and has been terraformed because there's already a ship on its way there. No, it's already a ship there. Because basically, after we left Earth, faster space travel was developed, and they figured out that they could, and terraforming was developed, so they figured out that they could terraform a closer planet so that everyone could survive on it. And sent some people there. So they, on their way past us, sent us a message being like, by the way, there's another planet. They weren't supposed to tell us. We were supposed to just carry on blissfully unaware, but they sent us a message. And so now that we know, we should have the choice to decide if we want to go to continue on the way we were going and get to this further away planet that's 100 years away, let me stress, still 100 years away, or go to this planet we can get to in like 3-4 years. Maybe 10 years. I don't actually know how soon it is, but it's a lot sooner than 100. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for a vote. We have to hold a vote. Chief, with all due respect, how else do you expect us to go forward? We'll continue to be trapped on the ship together. Do you want to turn the residential area into a second brig? She's right, Dad. Oh, I don't think I realized they were related. We should get a broadcast out. Let's get this started. We don't have much time. And the captain said absolutely nothing. The wording of this broadcast is going to play a huge role in how people vote. What a can't speak. What a democratic thing to say. I'm not advocating for manipulation, quite the opposite. That is why I wanted all of us to be here and discuss it together. I like her. I hope she gets to be captain. You have to make it quick. The navigators are standing by. They haven't touched the controls yet, but we have no more than an hour left until the fuel is depleted. People don't even know about Otis yet. Oh! Lewis is here! I'm still processing it myself, and I've known for weeks now. How did you find out, anyway? Doesn't matter now. I'll tell you when it's all over. I agree it's a lot to take in and base an important decision on, but there's nothing we can do about that. Democracy isn't perfect. We have to trust the people to do the right thing. Because that's never turned out to be a terrible idea. Aren't you a history teacher? We hold a vote, and that's final. I mean, my time... Okay, this is related, I swear, but my timeline on TikTok is, like, all full of Fallout content at the moment because of the show. And all of these, like, some people explaining all of the different vaults in the game. And it just makes you go, wow. Sometimes we shouldn't let the humans decide what they're doing, because when they're left to their own devices, it goes a bit awry. But we can hope. We're going to hope. What do we need to discuss? We're going to need a paragraph about Otis B and the new terraforming technology, as well as one informing everyone about our agreement. The people need to know that the crew is on board with the course of action and will honour the vote. Fine. How are people going to cast their votes? Some foolproof anonymous system would be best, but I suggest we use PDA messages. We should read and evaluate them together as they come in. Can we use your PDA for that, Stella? Mine? Sure. Is there anything else you want to include in the broadcast? Ooh! Do we tell them about the other ship? Yes, because that makes a difference. Because if there's already other humans there, that might make a difference to their decision. Yeah. Actually, there is. I think people should know the full truth to make an informed decision. Truth about what? I'm working myself up to it. Chief, don't. How do you think we learned the truth about Otis B? Earth never wanted us to know. There's another ship like ours, the Iris. What? Another generation ship? That's enough. Not technically, since they're reaching their goal in just one generation. They're about to reach Otis B. Are you saying we'd meet other people? Listen. Oh, come on. Come on. Don't give me this choice. Obviously I'm going for the other planet. We would meet other people. I know it's a huge argument for Otis B to a lot of people, but I think they deserve to know. Are you serious? This is real? Captain, you saw the message with your own eyes. I did. Some spelling errors here, I've noticed as we've gotten through the game. So I like this little, like, line art version of the ship. That's cute. Del, I can't believe you didn't tell me about this. It's very new to me, too. Okay, great. Now it's even more to process. Let's add it to the paragraph about Otis B. Yeah. Thanks for telling us. Of course! Navigator Joseph. We have tallied the votes. Oh, wow! That was quick. I didn't realize it had already happened. Could you imagine, though, right? Just imagine being someone on this ship. You've resigned yourself to the fact that you're gonna die on this ship. And that you need to, like, have a child. Also, for those who haven't been playing along, they don't have a child in the way that we would on Earth. They have, like, a way they test tube babies, basically, but a more advanced, right? So you're not pregnant for 9 months, is my point. Anyway, you've accepted this, and then you get basically a message saying, you have less than an hour to vote. Here is all the information. That's terrible. That's why they needed to have told them before, so people had time to figure it out. I couldn't make a decision that quickly. Could you imagine if they were like, oh yeah, by the way, you've got to vote for the future of, for example, your country. Imagine if the Scottish independence referendum, they'd gone, votes in an hour, go, and given you all the info, instead of, you know, months of time to think about things and consider your options. Jesus! Anyway, you really told everyone about the Iris. I've been considering it for so long. I thought everybody deserved to know about the possibility of meeting other people. Did it sway their votes? Maybe. They did vote to. Abandon the mission. As we hoped, but we didn't sway them. We're going to Otis B, so I don't correct the course. No. Let the ship finish its maneuver. I suppose Eric will be thrilled. I have a feeling it won't just be him. So will Asher! Asher won't be sick anymore either! You called for me, Captain? I did. Thank you for coming. She pissed. Am I still all scarred up? Have I not washed my face? I wanted to talk to you ahead of tomorrow's big ethics committee session. No matter the outcome, we have some things to settle between the two of us. About the iris. It was foolhardy to trust the general public with this information. Even more so because you used it to turn the sentiment on the ship against the mission. There's no taking it back now. Ooh. Ooh. Do I apologize or do I stand by my decision? Put some lipstick on. I don't know. I don't think I should apologize. I don't think it's wrong. Why would it have been wrong to tell them? I'm confused. Like, Earth didn't want us to know, but why was it wrong to tell people? I think we're the person who stands by what they say. I think you're right. I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I stand by it. Anyway. Anyway. I always knew that introducing voting on anything would be the downfall of the whole system. Democracy is a nice luxury we cannot afford on the Zephyr. I understand where she's coming from, because it is a closed community, right? So it could easily devolve into it could devolve into madness, but I think it's better to give people the option and not have one person leading everyone, because even if the person leading everyone never makes a mistake, always makes flawless decisions, people aren't going to like being told what to do. Like, it's never going to work out that people are like, yep, we'll just do what you say all the time, 100% of the time, and it's just gonna, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just gonna instill rebellion one way or the other. At least that's my 2 cents. Not that I know anything about this kind of thing, but some situations call for strict hierarchies, and the mission is one of them. We signed away our voting rights when we started. Ooh! I think I disagree. I disagree. Because I didn't start the mission. You got on the ship voluntarily. I didn't. I was... Well, maybe I did, but I was a child. I think Stella was actually born on the ship. Yeah. Anyway. That's easy to say for the person at the top, who actually did make the decision to be here, unlike many of us. See, that's what I was saying. Ooh.
When you're all stuck in a place together, how do you judge or punish your fellow captives? And after a period of turmoil and unrest, who even judges whom in the end? The people who happen to come out on top certainly aren't innocent either. The ethics committee struggled with this problem, and decided early on that there wouldn't be any severe punishments such as lengthy prison sentences. Of course, pretending that nothing happened wasn't an option either. We had to strike a balance to keep our little society somewhat functional. It took us months to work through all the accusations and evidence. Between certain individuals, some residual animosity can still be felt to this day.
Ooh.
There was a long debate about whether Eric's decision to divert the ship's course was selfish or selfless.
I think
everybody believed his claim that the power outage had been accidental.
I think it was selfish.
That didn't take away from its catastrophic consequences. 4 people had died, and many more had suffered severe and long-lasting injuries. At least the damages to the ship turned out to be mostly superficial. The ethics committee noted that, regardless of his intent, motive, or state of mind, Eric's actions had been incredibly reckless. He spent the weeks leading up to his sentencing in the brig. The ethics committee revoked his access to the bridge and permanently relegated him to the inner hull. Once people had voted against carrying out the mission, a chain reaction of changes unfolded throughout the ship. Everything was suddenly up for debate. Hierarchies, career choices, offspring. The dissidents had essentially won in the court of public opinion and were largely spared prosecution for their actions. Ava admitted to having planned the insurrection for over a year. She began her testimony by recounting a late-night conversation at the bar with Geraldo, Michio, and some additional people.
Michio, that's how you say his name. Good.
She was surprised to be met with universal agreement when she aired her grievances about the Zephyr's rigid social structure. Over the next few months, she went on to formulate a list of demands that slowly morphed into a manifesto for self-determination, which she deemed incompatible with the goals of the mission. She came up with a system to recruit allies without leaving a trace on the Zephyr's networks, which we stumbled upon when the letter in the inner hull was discovered. At that point, the movement and its talking points had already gained a lot of support in the general population. Taking the server online and sending out a mass broadcast on arrival day was meant to bring public pressure to a boiling point. However, the plan was delayed when the power outage occurred on that same day through sheer coincidence. Ava and her accomplices had no knowledge of the hack or its intended purpose. When they looked into it through their network, Noelia quickly cracked and revealed the truth about Otis B. The group then devised the plan of putting the course change to a vote and allow the people, as they put it, to be the masters of their own destiny. In a last-ditch attempt to force the vote, they made the decision to storm the bridge and stall the course correction.
That didn't end up happening.
I was thoroughly questioned about my role in the whole ordeal.
Oh, that was fast.
Leona was on the ethics committee at the time. She spoke out for me every chance she got. I think she really appreciated that I had sided with her about the painkillers for her pet.
Oh my god, that was so long ago, I forgot about that.
My decision to make the iris a matter of public record was not punished in any way. On the contrary, it was generally well received. Captain Talia filed a complaint against me for defying her order to arrest Joseph. I stood by my decision, and the matter was ultimately dropped. The ethics committee argued that the situation was complex, and that Joseph turned out not to be a threat to anyone after I let him go. The main charge against me was the use of excessive force against Michio, resulting in his death. Our final encounter.
I don't think I had a choice.
I'll never forget the way
maybe I did.
Collapsed, the endless amounts of blood spilling out onto the floor. I immediately rushed to provide first aid, but as soon as I saw his blank eyes staring back at me, I knew there was nothing I could do. My memory of the following hour or two is still very fuzzy. I know I called Paul and just sat there until he arrived. Someone brought me to my bunk and helped me wash off the blood. Then I fell asleep on my bed for a while. Even though he attacked me first, I fully blame myself for Michio's death. I kept thinking about alternative ways the whole thing could have played out. The ethics committee ultimately ruled that I shot him in self-defense.
It did.
I didn't receive any formal punishment, which left me with
think the only other way I
feelings.
could have done that was if I said,
Dad
let me
died
go.
a little over 3 years ago. It's actually arrival day today, but that no longer means anything. Well, except for one thing. We just received another communication from Earth. It's the first one since we came clean about the course change. I don't know yet how they took it, but I assume they're pretty disappointed. The captain forwarded one message to me directly hours ago. It's time I watched it.
Okay. So what I was going to say was, I was thinking to myself I couldn't have really done anything about Michio, but I had the choice 3 times to tell him to let me go, and I think because I asked to hear him out, that's what got him killed, but I don't know what would have happened otherwise. I think it wasn't maybe the best option. I think I did quite well in terms of picking the best options for everything else, though. So, anyway. This is Stella's mum, who is still on Earth because she couldn't come because of a cardiovascular thing. I think that she couldn't be in space. Anyway, hello, my beautiful daughter. I don't even know where to begin. I hope you're safe and sound out there. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people on Earth are pretty pissed at you. But you know what? I say good for you. I'm glad the Sparrow decided to spread its wings and fly free. Mission Control left you in the dark about your options, which I never supported. I'm proud of you for figuring it out. Nobody has any idea how you did it. Oh! I forgot she used a code word in her message. At the very, very beginning of the game, she used a code word. And that's how your dad figured things out. Started to figure things out, but he didn't figure out everything. I don't know if he figured out anything, actually, because he ended up dying pretty soon after that. But he knew something was wrong. I'd completely forgotten about that. Thank you for trying to tell us all those years ago, Mom. Ever since they said we'd re-establish contact with you, I thought about this next part. I was devastated to hear about William's passing. I thought you'd have so much time left together. I hope you're holding up okay. I wish I could be there for you. I wonder what you said. It's hard for me to say much more about it. You knew him so much better at this point than I probably ever did. But I do know the man I remember would want you to come into your own. I don't know how things work on the ship, how you've changed course. I just want you to know that you can do whatever you set your mind to. I'm going to become an engineer! Earth's mad at you. Congrats, I never managed to upset a planet before. Wish you all success in the universe. Thank you, Mum. Oh, that's gonna make me cry. Stell? Stell! Are you in there? I'm here, come in. Oh, she's in the chief's room now. Listen, oh. Chi-Chi almost slipped out. God's sake, Chi-Chi, stop that. Yeah, she keeps trying to do that. Do you think I should just let her go? As in, let her roam free? Yeah. Give her a shot at being an outside pet. I mean, she wouldn't be the only one on the ship. They seem to handle themselves just fine. I think we should let her out, because it's kind of unfair that everyone else gets to decide their destiny, and I'm just like, no, you have to stay in this room. And it's not like an actual cat in the actual real world, where you shouldn't let them roam outside. You know? I used peed off instead of mad. Yeah, sorry. I still have, swearing and stuff modded in chat, because it's hard to draw a line between... if I swear, I can decide how much I swear, but if you guys are allowed to swear, you could, like, fill up the chat with Fs and Jeffs, you know? No, I know you weren't upset about it, but I just thought I'd mention it. I'm gonna go quickly turn off my heater. I left it on. I went for my break. Getting a bit toasty. It's actually not that cold today, but it was just, I just needed a little boost. Fs and Jeffs. I'm gonna let her out. Let her out. Open the door. Are you sure? Yeah, she clearly wants it. If you say so. See you soon, Chi-Chi. Listen, Stell. We're about to establish contact with the Iris again. We're getting so close now we can almost talk without any delay. It's time we discuss our next steps together. The captain wants you to be there for it. Sounds exciting. I'm ready. Lead the way. Alright, let's go. Oh, I almost forgot. Happy arrival day, Stell. Happy arrival day. That made me smile. Is that... Oh, that must be the planet. I didn't even take that in to start with. I was too busy looking at the ship. Well, that was Between Horizons. Are we getting an after scene? Ah, no, that's it. The ending idea is generated through an algorithm that does reflect the actual number of possible endings. Note that mention. Oh, I reached number. That's really interesting. I cracked all 10 cases. I apprehended all 4 distants. I don't know how many there are of those. Talia was a Zephyr's captain at the end. Oh, could I have overthrown her? People of the Zephyr decided to abandon their mission. Chi-Chi returned to her home. Oh, because I went and found her, not like at the end. You found out who hacked the Zephyr's navigation. You found the leader of the distant group, and you found the person responsible for William's death. Thank you for playing. I feel like I did everything, really. Maybe there was something I missed. I scanned it 331 times. Thank you. Hello, Shadow. Welcome in. I like they reiterate the choice between being allowed out with the cat. Yeah, that's nice. That was really fun. I actually thought I was gonna get credits. I got all of the distance. I was more thinking the optional encounters because it doesn't have a out of, and it doesn't have an out of there, but I think I got everything. Can I? Oh, there we go. I had to hold it. That's it. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I'll play the credits. Normally we'd let the credits play. Oh, I see. They're not, okay. I guess I'll just scroll through them. Go very slowly, and I will talk over them. I'll go move my camera over here. So that was Between Horizons. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy it? we played, I said this at the beginning, but we played the demo a while ago, and I wasn't really sure about it to start with, but when I realized it was like a detective-y, showing people clues kind of game, I was super excited. Yeah, seems cool. So all of the gameplay is going to be available on YouTube, probably by the end of next week, as of the time of recording this. The full VODs are available on YouTube already, so you can go and watch anything you missed. It's just not going to have anything cut out of it. It's going to have everything, including all of the breaks and stuff. I just came in, so I have no idea what's going on. Well, we just finished the game, but we're going to start a new game, so don't worry about it. I just have to get things switched over. That was really good. I don't think I want to play it again. I think I'm really happy with the choices I've made. Like, normally I'm very completionist in that I want to like see all of the endings and all of the options and stuff, but I think I'm happy with the choices that I made. I don't feel like we gotta do it again. Yeah. Like I said before, I did get a key for this game. I didn't get paid, and I'm not getting like any compensation or anything, but I did get the game for free. And if you check the link pinned at the top of chat, that's like a analytics link that leads to the game on Steam if you do want to play it yourself. That's it. I'm gonna wrap up this part of the stream for now. So we are gonna move on to another game. But if you're watching this later, this will be the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe consider going and playing it yourself and trying to get a different ending, and solve all the puzzles, all of the cases immediately, because you've now seen who the culprits are. Because I think I got everything right. Pretty sure I got everything right. Not to brag, but you know. Anyway, that's that. Thank you so much for watching.